Hey, I'm just Roscoe and we're back in Euro Truck Simulator 2. I almost completely forgot what I was playing then. I have done another run between the last episode and this episode, but that's because I wanted to test out the eye tracking. So I've only done one run where I've got eye tracking, and I've turned a lot of the eye tracking off. Because obviously I've got the option of having it track my head or my eyes. And wherever I look, that's where it looks, which is a little annoying because basically every time I look down at the speedometer, it looks down, which is what you're doing, so you would, but it just got a bit much. So I've turned a lot of the angles off, so now I can sort of look left out at my mirror and see what's coming, and look right and see what's coming, and that's pretty much it. I may up it as we go along, as I get used to it, but at the moment that's what we've got. So, what have we got job-wise? The top job at the minute is 6,780. Oh, wow. That's like a big job, though, isn't it? That's like a slow vehicle, is it? They're both Scanias as well, aren't they? That's a heavy vehicle. When we say heavy, what sort of tonnage? 20 times 20 times 16 and 45 tons. Wow. I think we should save those for a bit later on in the series. So we've got Birmingham to Carlisle. That seems like a nice run. That'll get us 5,582. When you look how much it is per mile compared to those two, it's a bit disappointing. But these are very slow progress. So let's go with this one. We're going to go up to Carlisle. Carlisle. Yeah. Right, just waiting for it to load up and we'll get underway. Oh, we're on a building site, not the quarry. See, this is what happens if I turn my head, but I have to turn my head to do it, so I can actually see if there's any vehicles coming at a junction. And that's pretty much it, which suits me. I have got navigation on, so you can probably hear that. It just means I'm hopefully, it definitely means I'm hopefully not going to miss a junction. The likelihood is I still will. Because as you'll see as we come up... Oh, this is nice. Turn left. I'm going left. I just have to... Oh, no. Oh, wait. Wrong side of the road. Ah! Oh, my God. That was a great start. As you can guess, the last run I did took me over to Europe, so I was on the other side of the road, and then I completely forgot that and almost killed us. I didn't almost kill us. There was no cars around. No one noticed. No one saw a thing. Keep right and then turn right. So let's go over into the right. Keep going, vehicles. Slowing down. Why have I turned my indicator off? I have absolutely no idea. We're going over that way. Lovely. Perfect. That was okay. We're back on track. No more mistakes now. I can drive, I promise. No, I can't. You will have to pull up with me making mistakes. I'm getting better. The more I play this game, the more I'm becoming a professional driver. Professional. Come on, traffic lights. Let us by. The last run was not as profitable as I only chose a small run again, which was the same run as we did at the end of the last episode. Just to test out the eye tracking and get it all sort of how I like it. The issue there being, because I was messing around, I may have got a speeding ticket and I may have... wait, let's speed up a little bit and then we'll put cruise control on. I may have accidentally hit another lorry. It didn't cause any damage, but I apparently caused damage to his... Oh, wow. I got to get used to not moving my head around. Apparently, I did damage to his lorry, so I had to pay for that. So it wasn't as profitable as I hoped. Which is a shame. And now we can go up to 60. I've also got auto centering on, so it's supposed to sort of center back into my natural position. I think it's going to take some getting used to, that's for sure. So you'll have to bear with me the next couple of episodes whilst I get used to it. Oh, turning left. Slowing down. Don't want to be tipping over on one of these. Oh, I don't need to signal. Stop signaling. Now, this should just be a lane that joins on, right? Yes, but there's a slip road straight off of this, so we need to get into that lane there. I quite like the yellow on this lorry.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
I am keeping right. What's going on up here? You're welcome. I'm coming across, Mr. Driver, so you better stay there. What is that police officer doing? Nothing like smoothly moving across the road. So we've been... This road's closed off now, so we have to find a new route, apparently. Which is probably going to add loads of time on. So our run is currently 4 hours. Wait till he reroutes us. That's my head. Ah, so track... Wait. This is going to be weird with the head tracking, but I'm getting used to it. So how much time is it going to add on being diverted like this? 5 hours and 31 minutes. So quite a chunk of time because they shut off that road. Now you do have the option of just driving around them, which is an option. You can't always fit through the barrier and the vehicles ahead, and then you get a fine for, oh no, oh, that's me scratching my nose. No scratching whilst you drive, thank you. Yeah, you can drive past them and round it, but there's no guarantee you can get through the gap between like the ambulance and the barrier or whatever. So it's not guaranteed, and then you end up with a fine in that. But for the purpose of this series, we will not drive around them. We will treat them as real life accidents, and we just have to deal with that. These things happen, a bit like if traffic happens. Well, it's a nice sunny day. It's always good for a Sunday drive in the sun. I'm a bit annoyed we've got extra hour added onto our journey. A huge extra hour as well. That's very annoying. We should probably try and check out some other cities. Like, as we pass cities, we could pull into them and find the discoverables. That's something we should probably start doing in the... We'll start from the next episode. That's me scratching my head. Oh, it's like that. Don't move your head. Yeah, from the next episode, we will check out... Right, we got to slow down here. Without getting a fine would be good. There we go. 44 miles an hour. I'll take that. Yeah, we got to start checking out other places and finding recruitment agencies and lorry dealers and things like that. And discovering other places so we get more job options. Which we can do, because... You, like, say this route, for example. Say we're passing close to another city, which would just be a slight detour into the city and back out again. We could do that. And it's not our petrol, so it doesn't matter. We've definitely... You always have plenty of petrol on these runs, so why not take advantage of it? We are travelling at 44 miles an hour. It's going to go back up to 60 now, though, I think. Now we're past the roadworks. So we are heading Swansea way, but we're not going Swansea way, right? Wait a minute, are you sending me all the way down here to turn around and go back up again? So this, I should have just drove around them. See, this is what, I don't mind if it finds a new route the way it forces you to go. But this is just forcing me back and down, back up again. Down onto the road that was closed. How does that make any sense? If that road's closed to me the first time round, why would it not be closed to me now? Round the corner. Lovely. And let's just go and drive right back down where we've been. back towards the blocked road, which will no longer be there because we've obviously got out of render range. You wouldn't do this in real life. You'd have to find a way around. Where this is just sending me back to the place I've just come from. There you go. That's my little moan for the episode. Now, back to enjoying the scenery. Has this graphics mod actually made any difference? Do the trees look better? Not overly, if you ask me. I don't think it's a bad looking game. Oh, slow down. And even, like, in mainland Europe, it's even less bad looking. I keep saying this, don't I? I love Europe. I can't wait for us to get sort of longer distances and start doing runs over there. We can do runs now, but realistically, we're a British driver from Cardiff. We're a British driver from Cardiff who's... Okay, that was my fault. I hit a barrier. Well, that's going to cost me some money, isn't it? 2% damage. That could have been a lot worse. Wow. It's like when I talk, I want to move my head, but when I move my head, it does things like that. So I'm like that. I feel like I must sit perfectly still. I definitely think I need a few more. I might... After this episode, I'm going to go onto my personal account and do some driving just to get used to the fact that the head now moves around. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Right, let's pick up some speed. Try and get back on track. It is lovely when the sun shines in this game. My least favourite weather is the rain. And it doesn't just, like, it doesn't seem to have any spitting, like, little bit of rain. No, it's all the rain or no rain. That's what we've got. Okay, we're back on track now. 4 hours to go. So, yeah, not bad. Do-do-do. So obviously, if anyone's commented on the last couple of videos, I have only done... Well, I wouldn't have responded to you yet because I recorded 3 videos in one go just to make sure the sound was correct and the footage was correct. And you know how it is. You've got lots of different aspects to consider when making a video. Why are we slowing down? Have I not got cruise control on? I wish there was something on the... There probably is something. Is there something on the dashboard? There's not, is there? It doesn't tell me cruise control's on or off. What are we driving? A Scania. Yeah, that's... See, all the Scanias don't tell you whether there's something on or not. I thought you got a little symbol. But apparently not. Okay, we're coming up to... You're having a laugh, right? Oh. Okay, so it's just taken me an hour out of my way, because that's over there is the junction we came on at. It sent me down there, back up, just to be blocked off by the same thing. Do you know what? We're going to go round. Because this game's stupid. When it comes, the sat-nav is anyway. It doesn't take into account these accidents at all. It just thinks you've gone wrong. There needs to be some sort of code that says we've blocked this road off, you need to send your driver a different route. But luckily they don't cover the hard shoulder. Wait, I'm going to slow down a bit, I don't want to hit anything. Not being funny, they could have left one... Oh no, there's a bloody helicopter in the road, look. Look at that. I do like it, it just the sat-nav doesn't handle it very well. Okay, we're back on track. We've illegally gone through the barricade. We did actually go an hour out of our way, as you saw, so it's not entirely my fault. Go straight on. I'm going straight on. I know what would have happened. We'd have went straight on it, that barrier, and then it would have sent me an hour out my way and brought me back to that point again. Needs a bit of work, I feel. Alright, let's get over into this lane. We're up to speed. I'm going to put cruise control on. And just tootle along quite nicely. That was a waste of an hour. Luckily, we don't need to sleep. And we had plenty of fuel. It's definitely going to take some getting used to this. Every time it sends my head off, I sort of lose track on where I am in lane. I suppose it's because I'm not used to driving. As being a non-driver, I'm not used to this. And having 3 monitors also spoils me, because I can see both mirrors easy. I can see the entire front of my cab. Like, 3 monitors really spoils me. So we've got a speed camera coming up, so the likelihood is they're going to drop the speed, which they have already. They've dropped it to 50. And they always do it. You drop from 60 to 50, they put a speed camera in. Oh, because there's a hill, look. It's like a little speed trap. Even though I was under, because we were going downhill, the vehicle automatically speeds up, obviously. That's how they get you. See? They go as to keep people safe, but it's not. It's a cash cow for them. And that's why they choose these perfect spots to put it in. Right, get back in lane. Try and drive like a normal driver. So we're tooting along at 46 miles an hour. I don't think that's too bad. I would like to get a little bit faster, so turn cruise control off. Now I know there is a way of increasing cruise control. So if I put cruise control on here, which is about 49 miles per hour, I do have a button set up, which if I click it, it should put my speed up a bit. So we've gone up to, I don't know. It's on the first lorry I drove, it actually told me what my cruise control was set at and what speed on the dashboard. So as I changed it, it would tell me. This one does not. It doesn't tell you anything on the dashboard. It's a bit rubbish dashboard, really. Now that's a nice view. Bridges in this game are very nice views. Oh, look at that! I stayed in line and looked at the view. I'm getting used to this now. Let's have a look that way. Yeah, I didn't stay in lane that time. I got cocky. So I just have to delicately look over. There we go. Delicately look over and you stay in lane. I think I'm too vigorous with my head movements. I do actually have lorry sounds today because I've got my headset on, so I can hear what you're hearing. It just makes it more immersive if you can actually hear the lorry purring and growling and chugging away. Not that our lorries chug, we have nice brand new lorries. That'd be another interesting thing to add to the game. Age. If your lorry's just aged over time, so if you've got a 20-year-old lorry, it's going to sound like it and look a bit like a 20-year-old lorry. There's going to be a few dents and dirt and... yeah, dirt. Just dirt alone, so you have to clean your lorry. That would be quite a nice thing to add to the game. I say this, it might annoy me down the track when I have to keep cleaning my lorry. Get back in lane. Yeah, it might annoy me when I have to clean my lorry, but it would add to the realism. Because your lorries stay perfectly brand new in this game. You don't get any dents, you don't get any scratches, you don't get any dirt. And if you're adding to the realism, not being funny, they've gone to the effort of closing off roads with police officers now to make it feel more spontaneous and realistic. I think things like that is a good idea. Because you can crash and you can, like, wreck your vehicle. Like, I've had crashes in the past which has destroyed the engine. Like, I've tried to drive and every couple of feet it would go engine malfunction and it shuts down. But the outside of the lorry looks perfectly fine, like brand new out of the showroom, and you're like, ah, it doesn't add up. I get they've got a lot to do with expanding the map and that. You're trying to cover all of Europe. I get that.
Go straight on.
But they spent an awful lot of time on things that you can accessorize your van with and things like that. And I understand that. That's a way of making money. And as a game company, they need to make money to keep developing and adding. And that's fair enough. And the easiest way to make money is to give us things to edit our trucks with. Because there are babies. Once you get your own truck, that's yours. You use that all the time. So it's nice to personalize it and things like that. I'm coming across, please. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm keeping right. Sorry. There we go.
Go straight on.
Yeah, so having things to personalize your truck with is nice. But to add to the realism, it would be really nice if they added damage and dirt and... That'd be funny if that came in a pack for a couple of quid. I probably wouldn't mind buying it just to add to the realism. It's a bit like when you play Total War.
Then continue straight on.
Every time I change lane, he's like, ah, keep right. Fine, I'm keeping right, apparently.
Go straight on.
That's because these roads in the UK are rubbish. Look, that road goes off now. That's not how it works. Anyway, stop moaning about that. Yeah, like Total War. If you want blood and guts. Blood and gore, I think it's called. Not blood and guts. Blood and gore. You have to pay for it. And while that's a little annoying, I'm not going to lie, I do want it. I always buy it. We're safe in that one, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, I always buy it because it adds to the realism. You've got soldiers hacking away at each other, and without the blood, it just doesn't feel right. It's a bit like this game. Like I would, yes, it would annoy me if they did a damaged and dirt pack. But come on, mate. I'd still buy it just to add to the realism. Does that make sense? I bet you're all like, ah, no, I'm not paying for a pack like that. But you would pay for a paint job or flags. It's amazing what people are willing to pay, and I get it. But I'd much prefer to have damage and dirt rather than flags or paint. Coming through. I really don't like being in the middle lane. I like being in the slow lane on the inside. But this lorry was going really slow when I came up behind it until I actually tried to overtake it. Do you know what? We'll drop back in here then, shall we? You're going to slow down now, aren't you? Because I'm behind you. He's not quite going fast enough for me. If he brakes, we're buggered. And I can't push my lorry any more than 56. That's max. Ooh. Oh, do you know what? He didn't need to brake that much. To come down from 56... From 56 to 50, he did not need to brake like that. Yeah, sorry, I'm in the wrong lane. I know you're all annoyed because your cars and that, but... The lorry in front of me was an idiot. Where's that red car? Are you going to get out my way? Thank you. Right, back in lane. Let's get a bit more speed up. See, it does only reduce the speed just for a traffic camera. It goes, we'll put a traffic camera here. We'll go down to 50 miles per hour, and then as soon as you're past the camera, you'll go back up to 60 miles an hour. I hate traffic cameras. Do they save lives? Probably. But also, policing the roads would save lives and stop people driving like idiots. Cameras don't make people stop driving like idiots. Policing the roads would do a better job, in my opinion. And you can still hand out fines and make your money. Anyway, putting the world to rights here. I don't like this truck. It doesn't tell me if cruise control is on or not. I just end up slowing down randomly and then I'm like, oh yeah, cruise control is not on. Let's get up to 50 miles an hour and then we'll put it into cruise control, hopefully. And all will be good. Right, 50. Cruise control should be on. What are we at? We got 1 hour 20 minutes to go. So not too far away now. And that'll be an extra couple of pennies in our pocket. Hopefully it'll push us up to the point we can get a loan. Go straight on. Oh no, is that an actual slip road? Oh yeah, because it's the services. Why can't all the roads in the UK be like that? Proper slip roads. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully we can get a big loan and get a decent lorry. Or half decent lorry. Possibly. We might even get a lorry, get a trailer, and we'll be set up for ourselves then. And then it is just a case of getting enough money to extend our warehouse, because at the minute our warehouse can hold my lorry and that's it. Before we can buy another lorry and hire a driver, we have to be able to store that. We have to be able to store that lorry. So our biggest expense after getting a lorry will be upgrading our warehouse. So it can hold, I think it goes from holding 1 lorry to 3 lorries. So then we can save up, buy 2 lorries, get 2 drivers. Bob's your uncle, basically. Have I got my headlights on? No! And I've got my high beams on as well. Let's turn those off. I'd be a rubbish driver in real life. I'd be one of those drivers you have to flash to remind to put their lights on. Wait, I'm in... Yeah, I'm in the right lane. That's fine. Just tootling along at 50 miles an hour. What does our horn... Do we have a horn? Not there, we don't. Oh, I can flash my lights. I got a flashy button. Oh, I like that. I don't know where my horn is, though. No? I've just turned cruise control off. I know that's not the horn, because... Oh, X. There we go. That's a very tiny horn. Meep. Flash. Meep. Flash. Right, I'm figuring the buttons out. I should know the buttons. I set them up. But it's alright. Like, it's alright setting them up, but if you don't use those buttons a lot, you don't have to remember what they're for. I tend to put all my lights and windscreen wipers and stuff in the most usable buttons. Because the great thing about the G29 is it comes with a lot of buttons to set things up on. It's got a flappy paddle gearbox on it, which I use as indicators, and they work really well as indicators. Because I don't even want to start thinking about gears. As someone who doesn't drive, that would probably be way too confusing for me. Especially with lorry gears, don't they have like loads of gears? Plus, nowadays I'm guessing most lorries are automatics. So this is more realistic. I'm going to stick tootling along at 51 miles per hour. I think that's a good speed. No, we're slowing down. Why are we slowing down? Are we going uphill? Come on, engine. Get us up there. We are going to be turning off in a second, which is bringing us down towards Carlisle. Lovely. I'm keeping left and I'm going left. I should probably put my feet back on the pedals because I haven't been on the pedals that entire run. Turning left, slowing down a bit. Okay, this is where head tracking is going to come in useful. So we can look that way. There's nothing coming. Lovely. Oh, that was a bit tight. I could have swung a bit more, really. Now we're on a little country lane. God help me. With my head bobbing left, right and centre, this could be interesting. What are we looking at? 13 miles to go, so 20 minutes or so. That's not too bad. And then we can drop this off, get a bit more money in our pocket, and that'll be one step closer to having our own vehicle. I'm going to stick around 41, I think. I'm still very nervous of driving with my head moving around. It's definitely going to take some getting used to. Which I probably should have done before I recorded this video, but that's fine. It's all good. We haven't actually crashed and we haven't got a speeding ticket. And apart from our one little mistake at the very beginning there, it hasn't been too bad at all. Oh, we did crash, I lie. We caught the barrier, didn't we, and got 2%. But I blame the roadworks for that. That wasn't my fault, that was the roadworks. Right, where are we going? Just down here on the left-hand side. Excuse me. I'm going to get ready to turn left. Are we going into the quarry? Is that where we're heading? No, that's not where I'm going. I thought that light grass was the turning, but no. Oh, I think we're actually going into the town, which is nice. There we go, lovely. Carlisle discovered. Oh, speeding. Thank you, beeper. That's another reason I like to turn on, is that little beeping that tells you you're speeding. Oh. Okay, traffic lights. Come on, traffic lights. Change for me. Don't make me lose all momentum. Or make me lose all momentum. Anything nice around here? Do we have any question marks? If we look on the mini-map at the moment, there is no question mark showing, but I think that might be one over by the spanner. We want that lane, so let's go over there. Keep left and then go left. I'm going left. I can't, the lights are red. And it should just be round this corner, just over that wall there. And we'll be there. Let's slow down. There's normally some sort of bump or something going into these places. Oh, there we go. And we are going to go for the easy parking again. I promise you at some point we will start doing harder parking. But you have to promise me not to get frustrated when it takes me a while. There we go. All loaded. All done. That is some extra money in our pocket. Hello? Did you do it? Oh yeah, there we go. So what did we get for that? We got 5,582. Did we not lose any money for the damage? Oh, nice. I will take that. And we've leveled up as well. So on the last run, we did level up off camera when I was doing my test. So we've gone for high value then. We're going to go for another long distance, I think. I think that's a really good idea. We do have a new message before we go. We can help you grow. Now, are you offering me a large amount of money? 400,000. Do you know what? In the next episode, we're going to get that. We're going to get our new van, and then we're going to work at paying off the debt. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It does help the channel. And until next time, I'll see you again.